Welcome back to the show where we get to uncover incredible stories of commercial real estate transformation and the strategies that make them successful. Today, I'm going to share with you an incredible deal, an office building transformation where we see a 48% increase in value. Our student right here, Will, took an underperforming office building in a thriving market. Okay, that's key, thriving market, and he turned it into a standout asset where we see a remarkable 48% increase in value. So today's video, I'm going to cover for you the numbers on the deal so you can see for yourself. Next, I'll share with you Will's step-by-step renovation process. It's pretty simple. You have to see it. And number three, and I'll share with you incredible before and after photos that will blow your mind. And at any point, if you have any questions during this presentation, go ahead and text me directly. Text Peter to 833-942-4516 and we'll get back at you. All right, I'm excited. Let's get started. Every successful commercial real estate investor has a mentor. Get mentored by me and my team by applying to be our next protege. Click the top corner. All right, everyone, let's jump right into it. You can see right there on the left-hand side, there's a picture of Will and I. We did a previous video where we broke down the entire deal from how he found it, financed it, everything. Okay, it's right there. This video is done before he did a renovation. It was such a cool deal. We thought we interviewed him. So great guy. You know, one of the greatest things that we do in this business here is we get to be in relationship with people like Will, where he did a great deal, but the people are even better than the deal. So Will, just a great guy. And you can see on the other side of the slide here is the exterior of his building. Okay, now here is the location, an overhead view. When you think about office buildings, they have a bad reputation these days, right? Because of the nationwide vacancy and occupancy problem. But when you're in a thriving market like Will is, good things can happen. So I just want to share with you, for those of you that are down on office, it's okay, right? Because not all office is bad. Some of it is good, especially this one, and it's because of this location. Okay, all right. Here, look at this building. This is after renovation, and this is why he was able to get this 48% value increase. And people were banging down his doors to get inside this building. Look at that, just awesome, just great job, right? So before the renovation, he bought it at 900,000, and you can see on the other side the value at 1.7 million. Same room, but look at the difference there. Okay, I'll get into more before and after pictures, but I just wanted to share with you a big picture of the transformation, and it was quite a transformation. Okay, here's some things about the building. Okay, here's some deal facts. It was an 11,000 square foot office building. He bought it for 900,000. Today it's worth 1.7. I will share with you how we got to that value. Will did a complete renovation. It took almost a year. It took 11 months. He did most of the interior and some of the exterior. He spent 150,000. Okay, our original budget was 125. He went $25,000 over, which happens to all of us. So this is why you need to have reserves and a contingency in your renovation budget. And this happens to all of us. So this is not a bad thing, but a good thing, because wait until you see the end product. Okay, all tenant leases have been reissued with a 10% annual increase after we negotiated the increases. And I'm going to show you some incredible before and after photos. Okay, now there are two main challenges when you deal with older office buildings. Okay, challenge number one is when you have an older appearance. Okay, when the office building is older, it equals lower occupancy, lower rents, hence a lower property value. Okay, so this is why we were able to buy this property below market value, because of the low occupancy and the low rents and a motivated seller. Okay, now what's the solution? Here's a solution. The solution is to create a new appearance, okay, that will give you a higher occupancy, higher rents, and a higher property value. And that's exactly what we did. And of course, you need to accomplish this at a reasonable cost, okay? where the math works. Now, the question is, what's the math? Okay, here's the math. Okay, let me share with you. Your goal is to end up with your ARV. This is after repair value. Okay, to be much greater than your all-in cost, which is your purchase price plus your renovation costs. Okay, ideally, you want your ARV to be much higher than your all-in cost to make it worth the risk, right? Okay, so I'm going to repeat that. You want your after repair value, okay, the value that your property has attained once you're done with the renovation, you want it much higher than your all-in cost, which is how much you paid for it in your renovation, okay? To make it worth the risk, to make it worth doing. By how much? And I say here, by at least 1.5 times higher, okay? I'll share with you why in a second. So simply put, okay, your after repair value minus your all-in cost equals your profits. Therefore, in this case, here is the math, okay? So the ARV minus the all-in cost, 1.7 minus the 1,050,000. Okay, 1,050,000 for Will was his acquisition or his purchase price plus the renovation cost is 1,050,000. Okay, so the 1.7 minus the 1,050,000 equals a profit of $650,000. Incredible in 11 months, right? That's what happens when you find the right deal in the right area. And by the way, the multiplier here, remember we want it greater than 1.5 is 1.62. So Will did quite well. Now, here's the question. Why do we want it? Why do we want our the difference between our ARV and all the costs to have a multiple of 1.5 or higher? Here's why. When your ARV is at least 1.5 times higher, two things happen. Okay, two things, and it has to do with your exit strategy. Very important. This applies to any commercial deal, multifamily, office, retail, stores. It doesn't matter. Okay, so listen to this. Okay, so when your ARV is 1.5 times higher, two things happen. Number one, that level of spread of profit allows you for going over budget, which happens nearly every time to everyone, okay, including myself. Okay, this is why you need to have a little contingency when you have your budget. You need to have a little extra there because it happens to the best of us. Okay, here's the second reason. This is really important too. 1.5, okay, higher is more than enough equity creation for the property to qualify for a cash out refinance, okay? Or basically pulling out your down payment plus renovation costs. And that's what Will's going to do later, okay? So when you have your ARV at least 1.5 times higher, these two things happen. They're really important, and it all has to do with your exit strategy, okay? Very important. Now, let me break down with you, where did the 48% increase come from? How did we calculate that? Okay, as you all know, you've all watched my videos forever. As the NOI goes up, so does the property value, right? So upon the purchase, the NOI was $81,000 a year. So when Will walked into this deal, that's what it was making NOI wise. Okay, 81K per year, and after the renovation and lease negotiations and renewals, the NOI is now $137,000 a year. So significant jump, right? Not a huge jump, but it's a significant jump. Okay. So here's the math to figure out the new value. Let me give you the formula. Okay. So the new value equals the new NOI divided by the market cap rate. Okay. You may want to circle that. Okay. New value equals NOI divided by the market cap rate. So we have the new NOI, which is 137,000. What is the market cap rate? In this case, the marketplace where Will's office building is, the market cap rate is about 8%. Okay, so here's the math. Okay, the new value equals 137,000 divided by 8%. Do the math, that equals $1.71 million. Okay, so that's how we went from $1,050,000, right, which is your purchase price plus your renovation cost, your all-in cost, up to $1.71 million. That's a 48% increase in value. Click subscribe and add alerts so you can get more easy to understand commercial and multifamily wisdom. I want to jump into some before and after photos so you can see exactly the renovation that Will did. Remember, he only spent $150,000, which is not a lot, on a 11,000 square foot office building that was in deep trouble. Okay, not a lot. He hired a interior designer who was phenomenal, and by the way, so the interior designer did such a good job that this design magazine decided to feature Will's property in their magazine. All right, it's called Tulsa Home Remodeling Showcase. So it was done that well. All right, here's a conference room before. Here's the same conference room afterwards. Can you see that? Look at the floor. Look at the nice conference table. Look at the contrasting wall. Okay, and the screen. Look at the lighting. Pretty cool. Okay, the new furniture. And here's the other side of the conference room. Again, you can see the conference table, the cool lighting he has up there, the new paint, the little coffee bar, little snack area there. Did a phenomenal job. Here's a copy of the lobby, okay? And here's another copy of the lobby. Pretty drab, right? Look at these after photos. Look at that. Boom. Wow, look at the lighting there. Look at the flooring. How welcoming this is. Here's another shot. Look at the cool lighting. So he's done a fantastic job there. Okay, here's a small office before. Okay, and here's what the office looked like afterwards. Look at that. Quite a dramatic transformation. Who wouldn't want to pay a little more rent here, right? To have an office like this and invite your clients to an office that looks like this. Who wouldn't? I would. Okay. All right. Here's a cafe area before. Look at this transformation. It's pretty cool. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Incredible. Okay. Good job there, Will. All right. Co-working space before, co-working space after. Nice and clean. And look at the ceiling, the accent walls, the shelving, new furniture. Okay. Here's a hallway. Look at this drab, common looking hallway. Look at this after picture. Look at that. Quite incredible, right? Quite incredible. And if you watch Will's original video, Will's company is in this building. So he house hacked this building and put his own business inside this building. So I'm sure his clients are quite happy. Okay. All right. Here's a bathroom before, just a standard bathroom, but to follow with the theme of everything else, look at that. Look at that. Incredible job. Who wouldn't want to use a bathroom here? Okay, just kidding. All right, just a phenomenal job of this. Okay, now here's a exterior shot before. You can see the overgrown landscaping. The roof above the door is a bit tattered, and nothing special here, but just a nice cleanup there. We have the building sign there. Clean up the landscape. This was right after it was done, so the landscape is not even mature yet. Fix the roof over the front door so it looks nice and clean. And then I saved the best picture for last. Okay, here's a picture of Will and his son bonding over repairing or adjusting an HVAC. Okay, this was on a Saturday afternoon. He sent this to me. I thought it was quite cool. This is one of the benefits of commercial real estate. You get to do things like this when you're with your kids. All right. Have something to share? We'd like to hear about it. Please comment below and we'll respond, including me personally. I'm going to share with you 5 keys to Will's success. Okay. Number 1, he located an office building in a thriving office building market. That is so important, okay, because a lot of buildings have no tenants, okay, and you probably know the office industry is suffering. So you need to be in the right market. And I showed you a picture before. Will's in a great market, surrounded by just great things in his market. Okay. Number 2, he purchased it priced under market. And if you get into the video, watch Will's original video, you'll see how he found it and why it's priced under market. Okay, so that was key. Number 3, the leases were extremely under market. Of course they were, because the building was older, didn't look as nice, right? So it didn't attract the higher paying tenants, which now it does. So you can see it was under market by nearly 40%. Okay, and then number 4, established a rental budget, and he stuck to it. Okay, I met with Will once a month during the last 11 months to make sure everything kept on track. And he did. All right. We had one little snafu where we had to spend a little extra money on some other things, went over budget, but that's okay. All right. Now, here's the key here. He renovated it only to the level of the market required. Okay. Which means he did not over renovate. Okay. So that's key. You only renovate it to your target market. And that's what Will did here. Did a good job here. All right. And the fifth one is to do a phenomenal job of transformation where you can appear in a magazine. All right. So that's what Will did. All right. Now, if you want to see Will's entire story, there's the thumbnail for the YouTube link. The link will appear there. You can watch it and see the whole story. All right, everyone, there you go. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to be in Will's shoes and be mentored by us, the link will appear on the screen. So feel free to click on the link and learn more about us. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being with us today and watching this video. If you hung out with me this long, you are my favorites. All right, everyone. I'll see you at the next video. And remember, the best time to have bought real estate is always 5 years ago. The next best time is today. I'm Peter Harris. Thank you for watching.